And good evening to those of you that's coming in on Facebook Live. Thank you so very much for being here on tonight. I think we have another very good show that's going to be lined up for you on tonight. Stay right here. The subject tonight is you're worried about the wrong things, and that's where we're going on tonight. Hoping that your day has been a great one as it's beginning to pour down raining here in the city of Memphis. Got quite a few things I want to talk about on tonight, and had such a great show last night, and because of last night's show, there are some things that I'm getting ready to do. Christian Kirk, what's going on? There are some things that I am getting ready to do in this city, and I might get some flack for it, but somebody has got to do something with the mindset of our young people. You've got to attempt to do something other than just talk about what is going on. And I'm going to share some things with you that I'm getting ready to do out of the Naked Truth Liberation and Empowerment Ministries. Let's see who else coming in. Constance Fields, Tyra Bryant, Michelle, the one and only, Kathy Jones, Janet Stapleton, Theo Alston, out of Columbus, Georgia, Ursula Morrow, Greg Campbell, thank you so much for being here on the program, April Walker, Sonia Robertson, Samantha Smith, Greg Campbell, Dwayne Jones, Brian Jackson. I've got a special guest that's coming on tomorrow night as well. Y'all know I don't do a lot of guests, and if it's not beneficial, I'll bring you on my show. But I think that tomorrow's night show is going to be something that is very beneficial too. Joseph Moore, out of Norfolk, Virginia. Aura Johnson Reed, Elaine Terrell, Tyra Bryant, thank you so much. Maddie Evans, I'm ready to do it. Tobias Green, what's up, man? Barbara Browser, Seatrail, how you doing, girl? Vanicia Johnson, Seatrail is one of my members out of Knoxville, Tennessee. Maurice Kennedy, Tamala Boyd, Tommy Wright III, Jacqueline Burbs, Leslie Butler Jr. What's up, Jay Worth? What's this? Walicia Mack. All right. Sharon Hicks, Patricia Wright King, Lisa Heron, Sharika Kendall, Big Yo, Natalie Tate, Cornell Elliott, C.J. Duff from Minnesota, Ernest Payne Jr. Thank you for, all right, Mary Bryant. Constant Field, am I taking money donations at the new church? Yeah. In fact, definitely is going to put how, if you would like to send something to the ministry, you can. Tiffany Love, April Walker. Turn it up out here for me. Jackie Kelly Nash.
That's where I first met Robert Johnson.
Maria Tons.
On Jefferson, at Ernest Walker's place. Somehow or another, Ernest must have heard Robert playing somewhere, and he hired him along with me.
Y'all still got the other show on?
And that's how we met. And we got together. It wasn't a long time, but
Because I saw the commercial that jumped up in there. Alonzo Grant. Man, you're going to come see me one day Sunday morning.
SVPT, the voice of the city.
The views and opinions expressed on this talk show are those of the talk show hosts, the producers, and/or persons appearing on the program, and do not reflect the views and opinions of the SVP network. This program may include strong images and language and may not be suitable for all audiences. Viewer discretion advised.
What's up, Terrence? Boom, boom, boom. Vicksburg, Mississippi, how are you?
20 seconds.
They don't get it right.
10 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2.
And just when you thought it was safe, it is absolutely, positively not. And good Tuesday evening to you. Excuse me, I am the one and only. I'm Thaddeus Matthews, and welcome again to Still, the most controversial, the most intriguing, the most bizarre, the most educational, the most entertaining, just the best television talk show in the world, where we are not politically correct. If you're looking for somebody that's going to have all the nice politically correct things to say, you are definitely in the wrong place. On this particular show, I just tell it like it is. You don't have to agree with me, but I'm right in a way. But you don't have to agree. And if this is not the cup of tea that you want to sip from, then change your channel or get off of Facebook. Thank you for all of you who are coming in by way of Facebook from all around the country. Thank you so very much for being here and being a part of the show. A lot of things I want to talk about tonight. The subject of the show is, y'all worried about the wrong thing. I'm gonna deal with that. Y'all worried about the wrong things. You've been distracted from where we as a people, I'm talking about black folk, where we need to be and where we need to be on our journey to. But first of all, I want to take this opportunity to thank Turk for being on the show, him and his lovely wife, Erica. And because of him, I've made some decisions to do some things. Let me say this. In our community, we have allowed elements outside of our community and inside of our community to take our mind off of the things that we need to be thinking about. Y'all worried about white folk. What the hell are you worried about white folk? White folk was white folk. White folk being white folk ever since they been white folk. They're going to stay white folk. And there is a large majority of white folk who are always going to have the mindset of bigotry and racism. Not to say, I ain't saying all white folk bad, just like I ain't saying all you good black folk good. But you worried about the white man. Y'all worried about some Dove soap. Y'all worried about the wrong thing. You worried about Dove soap and a Dove soap commercial. And some of y'all ain't using no soap at all. You ain't using Dove, you ain't using Crest, you ain't using Irish Rose, Irish Spring, hell, you ain't using nothing. You ain't washing yourself with nothing. You worried about Dove soap. It's just a distraction. It's to take your mind off of what's really going on. I like Dove soap. I do. I use a little Dove soap. Been using it 60 years. I love Dove soap. I am not worried about the mindset of the white man. When we as black folk are killing each other each and every day, and y'all worry about some damn soap that some of y'all ain't using. Some of you need some Tide, some Clorox. But you are being distracted from what black folk need to have their mind on. So what? They had the little commercial, the girl go from black to white. So what? It's racism. So what? Racism exists. And we as a race of people, we're the ones killing us. And y'all worried about what white folk doing, what white folk thinking? Did you think that because now you can go to the same bathroom, you can pee and do wherever the white folk go, it's okay? Now that you can not only sit at the front of the bus, you can drive the bus, you think that it's changed? Them old bigotry rednecks gave birth to modern day rednecks with the same DNA. All I require white men to do is respect me. I ain't worried about what the white men think. Y'all worried about the wrong thing. Our young folk are killing each other. Every day in this town, there are 2 or 3 shootings, and y'all worried about some soap. People are being killed. People are being robbed. People are being carjacked. Women are being raped. You can't even go to the park no more at night. There's crime everywhere in our community. And you fools worried about some soap. There must be a transformation of the mindset of our young folk. A lot of our young folk have not met Jesus. They have no will to serve God. I hear somebody say boycott. What the hell are you boycotting when you won't go and spend your money with black folk? I see some Negro on here talking about that's because we've learned the power of the boycott. You ain't boycotted nothing. You won't even spend your money with black businesses. So how the hell are you boycotting? I'm going to keep on using my Dial soap. I'm going to keep washing my ass with Dial soap. And if you ain't washing your ass with nothing, get you some Dial soap. It works. I listened to Turk last night. Young man who's been through adversity after adversity after adversity, had a black woman that stood by him. Shut down, take that Negro off the page that I saw, shut down the NFL. You can't shut down ain't a Negro in America got enough power to shut down the NFL. You ain't got that kind of power. See, you Negroes are worried about the wrong thing. Y'all worried about shutting down the NFL? Them Negroes that's getting all them millions of dollars, they gonna keep on playing. Jerry Jones got his good niggas in place. They gonna do what the master said do because they're getting paid. You distracted by the wrong, you worried about the wrong thing. But let me go back to church. The last 10 or 15 minutes The last 10 or 15 minutes of the show last night was an anointing 10 or 15 minutes. When Turk, the rapper, who spent 8 years, how many months? 8 months, 16 days. Who should be a multi-millionaire right now, whose wife stood by him all of that time. I heard the boy get spiritual last night. He didn't sound like he was at your missionary Baptist church. He didn't sound like he was at your Baptist church or your Methodist church, your Church of God in Christ. But Turk spoke from his heart, and we all could feel God in him. And I said to him, I said, man, your mission must become every time you are on the stage to give your testimony. We've got to not only save their souls, but we got to save their lives. I believe in telling them about Jesus. They need to come to Jesus. Some of our young folk need to realize that you're still alive because God got a plan for you. You've been shot at multiple times. Some of our young men have been shot 2 and 3 times in their lives, in their short lives. They've been in and out of mental institutions, and they find themselves out. They find themselves free right now, but death and the destruction of the streets is there. And you holier than thou folk, you Negroes that's speaking in tongues, running and jumping, you Negro preachers that want to have a damn title. You want to be the bishop, you want to be the apostle, you want to be elder this, and you ain't doing a damn thing in the streets to save our young folk. So, no longer am I distracted about what you care about. I don't give a damn about what you think about me. I can't take it to the bank, no way. I told Turk last night, man, what we've got to do, because see, I could feel God in him last night. I could feel his anointing. When he took them glasses off, and I'm cutting that portion out, and I'm going to put it back on the page. When he took his glasses off and started looking into the camera last night and started talking about how good God is and how God spared his life by incarcerating him, because had he not been incarcerated, he may be dead. Heroin, cocaine addict. And we don't know sometimes what God's plan is, and we don't know how God is going to fulfill his plan in us and through us. I said, man, us old guys my age, we fail our young men. The reason that the black community is in the shape that is in, the older black man failed our community. We wasn't there to be husbands. We failed to be fathers. We allow our textbooks to be the streets. Other nothing-ass Negroes trying to tell us how to be men. We didn't have no fathers at the house to instill in us or be the image or the picture of manhood or fatherhood, and we let the streets tell us, go and knock a girl up, screw her, don't worry about protection, she get pregnant, she on her own, you just get yourself a piece of ass and that's it, and you go on. And women were left to fend for themselves. I don't care how great of a mother you are. You can raise a good son, but you can't raise him to be a man. Black women, quit using that oxymoron. I'm both the mother and the father. You can't be both. You can be a good mother. You can be the best mother that you can, but every child, especially that black boy, needs his father. And y'all worried about the wrong things. Y'all worried about Dial soap. You worried about statues in a park. And our young folk are dying every day. So I decided. Two things I decided. This Sunday is Third Sunday. Get Naked Truth Liberation and Empowerment Ministry. Then on Tuesday night, November the 14th, I'm having a thug revival. A thug revival. I'm not going to take you out of your comfort zone. I'm going to do it in the gymnasium. I'm not going to take you into the sanctuary. A thug revival. Well, I'm going to tell you a little bit about Jesus. I'm going to tell you that as a thug, God can still reach way down and pick you up. Turk is going to be the speaker that night. But we're going to open up the doors of the gymnasium, as they would say, for deliverance. You don't have to be what you're being. You can be what you're going to be. There ain't nothing you can do about your past. But you got control over your future. Somebody has got to address not only the thug men, but the thug girls. I'm going to have a thug revival. I want all the thugs. I want the Crips, the Bloods, the Grapes. Lay down your affiliations, man. I want to tell you about a man named Jesus. I want to tell you that, hell, I ain't perfect. And that's the reason I have to come here. I have to come here and tell you, first of all, ain't nothing in the streets I ain't did. I was just blessed. I got away with some things. God had another plan. God had this occasion and this time for me to come forth with outreach ministry. I want every thug in town. See, some of you are thug and some of you are gangbangers because me and my age, we weren't there to be the example of manhood. We haven't been men in your lives. We haven't sat down and talked to the men. Somebody got to tell you about Jesus. See, I got to tell you, man, that Jesus is real. I ain't talking about no denominations. I ain't talking about all that madness that sometimes you get in the traditional church. I want to tell you about, there is a man named Jesus whose father is the supreme ruler of the universe, and the reason that you are still alive is because God has an ultimate plan just for you. So we're going to have this thug revival. This ain't no concert. It ain't no forum. It's all about Jesus. It's all about coming forth, and those young men that want to be prayed for, those young women that want prayer, praying for them. Let them know that if you just want to be saved, that there is no ceremony. You ain't got to speak in no tongues. You ain't got to run around the gymnasium. Romans 10:9 says that if thou shalt confess with your mouth the Lord Jesus and believe that God raised him from the dead, thou shalt be saved. That's what it's all about. That's what it's all about. That's what it's all about. Lanisha Johnson, what is Jesus telling you to do for your community? Faith and works? No, it said, darling, you got it wrong. It's faith without works is dead. And apparently you don't know nothing about me, and you don't know nothing about my works. What am I doing for the community? I'm calling the thugs together. I'm giving them another plan and another course of direction. And the negativities will not distract me from what I got to do. Because Letitia, whatever your name happens to be, you might have a son whose life needs to be saved. Because you, as a woman, to be as stupid as to put something like that on the page, you need delivering. And see, some of the reason our young boys are the way that they are, they got damn fools for mamas. You've been screwing a no-good-ass Negro. You got pregnant by a no-good-ass Negro. You mad at the world. You mad at men because of your plight. You think that you're supposed to be on the EB&T card all your life. You're training and you're molding that boy for poverty. And I got to tell him there's another way. So that's what I'm doing. I come on this airways every night. I spend my own monies to bring you a message and bring you information on a nightly basis. That's what I'm doing for the community. I'm sick and tired of nothing-ass Negroes that ain't doing a damn thing. You always got a reason to complain. You always got to find a reason to be negative. Damn you. And the boat that you rolled in on to, whether it was the Nina, the Penis, or the Santa Maria, damn you, get up off your ass and do something. Our young men need to be delivered. Your traditional pastor ain't did it. Negroes with these great big churches. But mine ain't too small, though, is it? But these Negroes with these great big churches, with these great big congregations. What y'all doing? Thaddeus Matthews cuss and can cuss good. I cuss in 10 different languages. I can cuss in Chinese. Once you go in the other one, I just called you something real bad. Tomorrow night, I'm going to have a guy on. He does a lot of Facebook posting. And I saw something that he was doing last week. Cat by the name of Scat Cat. I don't even know Scat Cat's real name. He was going down from community to community last week, telling black boys and men, pull up your pants. I said, now, that brother got it. That brother got it. And he can cuss as well as me. I said, I got to join in with him. I got all of this page, all of this Facebook page. I got thousands that come to Facebook. I got thousands. Lanisha, this is my program. I reply any way I want. I took it as negative. If you didn't mean negative, you just say you don't mean negative. You ain't got to give me no damn explanation, because at the end of the day, it's my program. Okay? I got thousands of folks that watch me on a nightly basis all across this country. And I can't just sit here and entertain you without informing you. I gotta join with a man that's doing something. When the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan first came to Memphis, a lot of so-called black preachers didn't want to be associated with him, and they still don't, because he's a Muslim. I honor the minister. Every time he comes to this town, I'm there. I support Mosque number 55. I flew last year all the way to D.C. to be in the 20th anniversary of the Million Man March to hear the man speak. Any man that can create excitement in black men to do something positive, I'm with you. So tomorrow night, Scat Cat is going to be on the show. Scat Cat and his son came by the office today. He's got a 19-year-old son. That he's trying to lead in the right way. See, it's time for black men to come together, but y'all worried about the wrong thing. I got a platform. I ain't got no reason to do this other than I know it's the right thing to do. And God has called me for such a time as this to do what I do. I shared it on Facebook when I talked about it. I don't give a damn about no Dial soap. It's okay. Dove soap. To the person that's bringing it up on Facebook. There will be, in our revival that night, ain't gonna be no offering. We ain't taking up a dime. Because it ain't about Tavo, don't worry about what I'm doing. One more statement, you gone, brother. It ain't about no money. It's about saving the lives of our young men. Politicians don't give a damn. The judicial system is not about rehabilitation. It's about recycling. Let me say that again. The judicial system is not about rehabilitation. It's about recycling. It's about recycling the same people in and out of the justice system constantly. So we've got to take a stand. We've got to take a stand. So on Tuesday night, 7 o'clock, at the Naked Truth Liberation and Empowerment Ministries in the gymnasium, it's going to be a thug revival. That don't mean that those of you who don't consider yourselves thugs. And see, the thug ain't always the guy with his pants down. There's some church thugs too. It's some corporate thugs too. Come, I want all you thugs to tell all the other thugs. Now, look, let me say, and I don't care what you thugs think about me. I'm trying to save your life, brother. I don't have it to do. I'm going to make money. I'm going to do what I do. But I care about what's happening and what I see happening in the streets. And cats like Turk, cats like Scat Cat, is in your element. And it's time for deliverance in our community. Somebody said thugs need love too. Yeah, and that's the reason a lot of times they're thugs, because they ain't had no love. So I want you to mark it down on your calendar. I'm going to cut a commercial for it. This Sunday morning, I want to deal with something. And I ain't got the subject in my mind yet, but I know who I want to talk about. See, one of the reasons that church folk can't talk to the gang members is because you go with your holier than thou attitudes. You think you better because you go to church. You want to talk about the girl that's selling her stuff in the projects, and you selling yours in the penthouse. Church folk. You Saturday night, you sleeping with every Tom, Dick, and Harry, or every Harry, Dick, the Tom guy. Sunday morning, you shouting and you speaking in tongues and all that other madness that you want to do. Then you got the nerve to, with your holier than thou attitude, with your head up in the air, think that you somebody. You think you better than the folk in the streets. Well, Sunday morning, I ain't got to have no metal detector. My security is always in place. Ain't that right, Scat Cat? Scat Cat came in the building today, him and his son, and we didn't hear him. And I saw him on the camera, and Dale was positioned to do what she's supposed to do. I will not, on Thug Night, if there's any police present, they will not be in uniform. It is not a political rally, and it ain't a show. I ain't scared of my people. Yes, I have my security in place, because I ain't no fool either. But it's all about Jesus that night, man. It's all about getting your life together, putting you on the right road. It's all about talking to you about your mindset, brothers. To let you know that even though you didn't have a daddy at your house, somebody loves you, man. I don't want to see you dead. I don't want to see you spend the rest of your life in the mental institutions. I want to help you get jobs. I want to work with the folk that want second chances. That's what it's about. See, when we get to praying, what you going to do then? We will have a plan for that. I'm going to call also for Reggie, Dwayne, Wilson. Y'all worry. See, didn't I tell you y'all worry about the wrong thing? I'm not worried about the bandanas, brother. See, y'all worried about the wrong thing. You're scared of your people. You might wear them in, but I'm going to call that night for solidarity. I'm going to call that the only affiliation that we need to have in our community is each other. The only affiliation we need to all have is believers in God. See, if we don't do something, it can only get worse. Will we heal it? No. But if we can soften the killing, if you can soften the killing, it's going to be church that night. This ain't no rally, ain't going to be no speeches, ain't going to be no concert. It's all about transformation. It's all about deliverance. That's what it's about. It's all about deliverance. Yeah. It's all about deliverance. Thug. Together, honoring and uplifting God. That's what the new acronym for THUG is going to be. Together, honoring and uplifting God. Put that on your pages. Together, honoring and uplifting God. That's what thug is going to mean. Will you stop cussing that night? No, I'm still cussing. I'm trying to slow some of it down. We're all imperfect people serving a perfect God. Well, I'm saved, I'm sanctified, and I'm full of, hold on, most of y'all full of that's what you be full of. So, together, honoring and uplifting God. Well, you left the uplifting out, Tara. Together, honoring, uplifting God. That's the acronym now for thug. We can come together as a people. We can have our differences. We can have our disagreements. But we ain't got to kill each other over it. We ain't got to go and rob each other over it. But together, honoring and uplifting God. That's the new acronym for it. Honoring, together honoring and uplifting God. Don't nobody care about you being holier than thou. Well, I want to be like Jesus. You can't beat Jesus. Jesus was perfect. You can't beat Jesus. And most of the folk you read about in the Bible were imperfect people. They had to go through a transformation. Noah was a drunk. Isaac was a daydreamer. Jacob was a liar. Leah was just ugly. Joseph was abused. and abused by his own family. And the reason that there are a lot of thugs in the street is because just like Joseph, his family abused him. Moses was not perfect. He was a stutterer. Gideon was scared. Samson was a womanizer. Rahab, she was a prostitute. David, the one that God said was after his own heart, David was a cheater and a murderer. Elijah was suicidal. Isaiah preached naked. And it wasn't the naked truth either. Jonah ran from God. Naomi was a widow. Job went bankrupt. Martha was a warrior. Zacchaeus was short. Paul was not only religious, but before Paul became Paul that wrote most of the New Testament, his name was Saul from Tarsus, and he was a killer of Christians. Timothy wasn't perfect. He had an ulcer. Lazarus was dead. And all the disciples fell asleep. But what I'm saying to you this evening is, it's time to wake up. When you quit being so holier than thou. You pastors that want to be mad at me, be mad. Say what you want to say about me. I'm okay. I'm not going to be distracted. And pastors, when you talk about me, y'all had churches 20 and 30 years and ain't did nothing. You teaching folk about going to heaven and you ain't teach them how they can go across the street. So I'm going to do what I got to do, and I'm going to do it how I do it. But I ain't going to be worried about the wrong thing. Y'all worried about the wrong thing, and I'm going to talk some more about it. What did somebody say? What was that statement? Wait a minute, let me go back to this one. Too much word going on to be talking like this. Huh?
Someone was arguing in the comments.
Okay. Take the arguers when you see them there.
Both had different point of view. One even that.
Huh?
It wasn't even serious.
Okay. Well, if they get foolish, do what you do. I'm going to do what I got to do. Scat cat. I'll join with you, man. I'll take off the suits. I think I got a couple pair of jeans. I can't wear them. I lost all this weight. I got my jeans from my bed. I can go get me another pair of jeans. I'm going to go get me another pair of jeans. Do I have any tennis? I got one pair of tennis. I'm going to put me some tennis on. And I'm going to hit them streets with you, man. I'm going to go in the woods with you. Okay? We got to talk to them. Here's what I want to do. Also, I'm way behind on commercial break. Yeah, I got jeans and a t-shirt. I'm going to give me a pair of Levi's. Give me a pair of Levi's. I got some boots. No, I can't wear the boots. They Gators. I'll give you some tennis. Is that what they call them? Athletic shoes now. Okay. I want to do a belt drive. Okay? I want to do a belt drive. I want people to bring me belts. They can be old belts. Bring them to the church. I want to offer that young man who says he doesn't have a belt to hold his pants up. I want to offer him a belt. I want to do a belt drive. Will y'all help me do the belt drive? There's been a whole lot of drives. But when you had no belt to drive, I want to be able to tell a young man, hey man, not only does God love you, I love you, brother. I don't give a damn that you've been the pimp, the player, and the baby layer. I don't care. I don't care. We all got an X in front of our names, brother. All of us have sinned and come short. I got to tell the young man, I know they pretending at the church like they perfect. I know them other preachers acting like they perfect. They don't do nothing. I told my folks Sunday, ooh, I'm tired. I'm going to have me a drink. Didn't I tell y'all that Sunday?
Yes, you did.
And I had me drinks. I did. I ain't perfect. You ain't perfect. And drinking ain't going to send you to hell unless you can, it controls you and you can control your liquor. I want to have a belt drive. Mm-hmm. I want all the belts. Look in your closet. Now that I done lost some weight, I got some belts I can give away. Mm-hmm. Nice belts. Let's do it, y'all. Let's come to y'all worry about wrong. Quit worrying about that white man. The white man gonna be the white man. The white man makes money off of you going to the penitentiary. The white man makes money when you get a bond. The white man is able to pay the judges. We pay the judges for locking us up. Our judges in Shepherd County make $150,000 a year. They get 8 years. They become millionaires. Let's get some belts. I want to be able to go to the corners and talk to the guys. Some of them going to hit me and some of them not. And you know, here's the killer thing, and I'm going to go to commercial. I promise I am. Scott and I were talking today about some of the negatives that people say. And I deal with them. It goes along with what I do. But most of the folk that dislike me don't even know why they dislike me. I heard, but you don't know me. You sit down in my office and talk to me. It ain't the same Thaddeus Matthews that's on TV. I believe the same things. But we can have a discussion. Let me say this. Scott and I had a beef over a lie that somebody told on me and told him. It's been, what, about a month now? And somebody texted me that I knew today. We went back and forth. I got tired of texting. I picked up the phone and called them. You and Scott, y'all had a beef on Facebook a month ago. Hell, I forgot what the lie was. But see, here's the thing I had to tell that person. See, real men don't hold grudges. What I look like, Scott's 43, I'm 60. What I look like, and he's doing what needs to be done out in the grill. He's going out there. They had a little barbecue and everything. I saw the little grills that they had down there in them apartments down on Alson, and talking to young men. What I look like, being concerned about a Facebook grief. And like I told her, and the other person that was involved with him, that person just wanted to get some numbers. So you use the name Thaddeus Matthews, you get numbers. But it ain't about the numbers, y'all. It's about the number of lives that we can save. So, me and Scat Cat is going to be on this show on tomorrow night. I don't do a whole lot of guessing. Y'all know it. Anybody that come on this show, you got to be having something to say that I believe in when you come on this show. But any black man that has an agenda that's about the people and saving our young boys, what can I do? What can I do? So you tell all your friends, it's gonna be off the chain tomorrow night. Now I'm gonna have to censor Scat, because he cusses more than me. But we've got to save. Turk is going to be the speaker, not me, at the revival. Oh yeah, I'll be there and I'll be up. Because when he finishes and he talks about what God has done and his wife talks about what God has done, I'm going to give you the opportunity to accept Christ if you don't know him. I will pray for whatever your situation happens to be. I'm asking my good friend, Pastor Leon Jones, to also be present there. He's in the Raleigh community too, but I want folks to come from all over the city. It will not be a rally. No politician will be able to say nothing. It's going to be about God. It ain't going to be a rally. It's going to be a resurrection. Our black men are dead, and black fathers, older black men, we killed our own communities ourselves. It's time for a resurrection. It's time to raise up its men. It's time to raise up its fathers and do the right thing. That's what Naked Truth, Liberation, and Empowerment Ministries is all about. I'm going to take a commercial break and rest my little breath a little bit, and I'll be back. Dion Cashmere, if you don't like who I am, then man, get off my page. See, for you to even come and make a comment, you're a nothing ass nigga, man. What you doing in your community, brother? You think you're a gangbanger? You think you tough, don't you? You ain't, brother. No, Silas, I didn't have no Lipton today. Everyone's welcome. Everyone's welcome. There will be no grandstanding. There will be no speeches by no politicians. It's all about the resurrection of our community. When I tell you thug meant together honoring and uplifting God. I want the thugs at church Sunday. I'm going to preach about that woman that was caught in the very act of adultery. And the law said that when one was caught in the very act of adultery, they should be stoned to death. these men went to the woman's house, and they went to Jesus and said, Jesus, we caught this woman in the very act of adultery. They mean, call her screwing. She had to have a husband somewhere. But the question becomes, why were all the men there? You don't usually, when you're slipping and tipping, you don't usually let everybody know you're going to screw somebody else's husband or wife. Jesus, we caught this woman in the very act. The law says, stone her. Jesus said that's what the law said. And he reached down on the ground and started writing. Then Jesus said that ye without a sin, you cast the first stone. Did nobody cast none? What did Jesus write? What did Jesus write? What did Jesus write? The scriptures don't tell us what the issue was, but maybe the hope monger looked over and Jesus said, now I saw you at the wrong place at the wrong time last night. He couldn't pick up no stone. I'm gonna break it down a little bit. I ain't gonna give you the whole sermon tonight. Huh? What is it there? Do what? Do what?
Look on your phone.
Okay. But then Jesus, the end of this, looked around and all the folk that was accusing her. See, there was church folk. Woman, where are thine accusers? Couldn't find none. Peeps. Huh?
So there was peeping.
Yeah. They was peeping and throwing stones. They were ready to throw some stones. Woman, go and sin no more. We're going to talk about this stone. I got to come up with the subject I want for, but ain't none of us got no room, brothers, to be talking about nobody. Church folk, you ain't got no room to be talking. That's right, Monica. See, usually when a man tells on another man, he wants the woman too. But I want y'all to bring some belt Sunday. Let's have a belt Sunday. All right. Ooh, it's hot on these lights. I didn't get hot until I stopped talking. Come on, Monica. Come on to Memphis. We're going to have church Sunday. Rich, I don't have none of them skinny jeans guys at my church. Put the church address on there.
Working on it now.
So what makes you sin is yourself. Ain't nothing that makes you sin but you. Angela, they have on belts, Thaddeus. Don't they know? Don't do no. Well, some of them ain't got no belts. We want to give them that ain't got none. No belts. How many more I got?
2 more.
Okay. I was behind, wasn't
Yes, sir.
I? Okay.
You were.
You know when the preacher get on a good roll, it's hard to...
I love you to stop your flow.
All right. Is this the last one?
Last one, 1 minute.
All right. 1 minute.
Answers the call when you make it.
Get a song and a dance. Nigga, please. Take that nigga off. Can you get a song and a dance?
Messed up.
Huh?
Messed up. They locked up.
Mine's ain't.
The one who maintains the traffic signals.
I'm gonna dance his ass right on off this page.
Use the heavy equipment needed to get all of these jobs done. I am the one that maintains the 1,036 city facilities so they remain.
What Natalie Tigg said, bring 10 thugs Sunday. Natalie, you won't even bring yourself. You ain't brought yourself yet.
20 seconds.
Sanitation worker. I am a police officer, and we all make up your city government. It takes more than we think to keep this city.
10 seconds.
We make the city work as it should.
5,
Take away our
4, 3, 2.
And welcome back to the Thaddeus Matthews Show. Look, Thug Sunday at Naked Truth on this Sunday morning. Yeah, bring your thug. Just come on. I'm trying to decide what the subject gonna be about that stone and throwing that stone. And none of us got no room to be throwing those stones. So you want to be mad at the thug, but you the hoe, the church hoe, the sophisticated high-heel, long dress hoe that heishes up your dress and you giving ass out all over the sanctuary. Pastor done had some. Deacon Jones, Deacon Smith, Deacon Andrews, Deacon Davis, they done all had some of it. Yeah. You folk that want to throw the stones at folk. You pastors that want to talk about me, but you ain't doing a damn thing in the community yourself. You mean 4,000 churches, black churches in Memphis, Shelby County, And Scat Cat had to come to my show, my church. Damn. So, together honoring and uplifting God. Thugs got souls too. What did the girl say in the color purple? Ain't that what that woman said? See, Daddy? Sinners got souls too. But the issue is they ain't got no daddy to tell it to, but come on. I'm going to be your daddy Sunday. Come on. Somebody said, well, they're going to act up. Well, I got something for the actors of us. But I believe that anybody that takes the time to come to church, you're looking for something. You're looking for some deliverance. You're looking for some prayer. You're looking for your life to no longer be the same. Some of y'all tired of gang banging. Scat, I got an idea. I got an idea. And I'm going to drop this on tomorrow, and you're probably still on the page. I'm going to ask the heads of all the gangs to have a release day. What's a release day? A release day is for every young man that wants to get out of the gang, that they be released from the gang without retaliation. I'm going to ask them that. Aren't we, as a people, tired of going to the funerals? Aren't we tired of going to them? Aren't we tired of seeing mothers cry? Even though we know you didn't raise your son, you let him run free. A release day. Some of these young guys that's in these gangs are not real gangsters. They ain't even tough. You need to put a program together. I know folk with second chance groups. Scat said, better get all the gangs come together as one. Why are we robbing and killing each other? Y'all won't go to Germantown. Y'all won't go out there where the good white peoples live. Y'all ain't breaking in their house. Why are you killing in our community? Why are you mad at everything? Everything makes you mad. You stepped on my little pinky toe. Pow! See, and I believe that somebody tonight knows that God is good. Man, you took the talk show to evangelism. That's what it's all about, man. That's what it's all about. It's about saving our folk. I'm ready to go in the trenches. We're killing each other. Somebody got to do something. Somebody got to say something. I'm a lot of you guys tired of seeing your mamas cry. Tired of your mamas worried about you. Some of you got parents that don't expect to ever see you again because of your lifestyle, and you really don't want to do it. You've allowed the streets to fool you, brother. You don't let the streets fool you as though the streets care. You promote your church. I'm always promoting naked truth. But I don't get paid. And Scatter tell you, he was there. I got a great big building, but I don't get paid. Somebody has got to be crying in the wilderness. See, and the sad thing we don't understand in our community, our young people didn't lose themselves. They didn't lose themselves. We lost them. But hey, brothers, hey, it ain't too late, man. It ain't too late. No matter how you feel about that woman, she's the mother of your child or your children. You don't have to be in love with her to take care of yours. Go and see her. You may not have no money, brother, but some time. Don't let that boy be a copycat of you and the mistakes that you've made in your life, brother. And I'm talking to some brother right now, you're listening to me. You know your life has been nothing because you led a nothing life. It's nobody's fault but yours. But ask yourself, brother, ask yourself this. Ask yourself, do you want your son to repeat the same mistakes that you made? Do you want him to lead a nothing life? Do you want him to be a dropout? Did y'all hear Turk last night? Raised in the projects, Mariella projects in New Orleans. Started rapping at an early age. Was on cocaine, graduated to heroin. At 14, he on coke. You making money as a rapper and you got a $500 a day habit. You got the pretty girls, you got the cars, you got the house, you got the gold. And here was a brother that had it going on. Had it going on. The brother said he OD'd twice in a week. But God sent him away to prison. Police kick in a door. He's in a closet. 52 rounds hit the closet. And nothing hit him. I'm talking about snipers shooting into where Turk was. He's in a closet. He done shot the police. He's in a closet hiding. 52 rounds in the closet. And not one of them hit him. Heard his wife said that they were all around him like a silhouette. My brothers, that wasn't nothing but a God, man. God spared his life even from the snipers. 22 years sentence, he only does 8 years, 8 months, and 16 days. God had to condition him and get him ready for the real ministry, the real rap. See, there are different fish in different types of seas. And you can't clean a fish until you catch him. But Turk is the bait that's going to reel in thousands of young folk with his testimony. Brothers, what am I saying to you, young men? What am I saying to you? And you young women too. God got a plan for your life that is not about destruction. It's not about being a gangbanger. It's about you being the best that you can be. In the book of John, it says that the enemy that's Satan. There's anything wrong. That's your partners that's telling you how to do wrong. Your partners that's setting you up to go wrong. Your partners that's jacking folk and raping folk. That's the enemy. The enemy comes to steal, to kill, and to destroy. The enemy comes to steal your time. When you go away and you got to do 10, 15 years in jail, he comes to steal your time, your life. He comes to destroy you. But in that verse, there's a comma. The enemy comes to steal, to kill, and to destroy. But that was the end of it. Comma. That means that something else is about to be said. Something else is about to come forth. The enemy comes to steal, kill, and destroy. That's an enemy's mission, to destroy you. But then it comes back and says, I am come. I am. That's one of the names for God. I am. I am come that you may have life and have life abundantly. Don't lose your abundance, brothers, because your enemy wants to kill you. I told Scott's son today, the truest statement that has ever been made is misery loves company. Miserable people don't want to see other people happy. Miserable people will pull you down. Miserable people will put you into a state of depression and suppression because they are suppressed and depressed. They want you to wallow in the wickedness and in the mud of despair. But I am has come that you may have life. Brother, ain't no life in the cemetery. When they take you out there and put you in one of them cheap holes because you didn't have no insurance. When they take you and put you in one of them insurance, them guys that was in the streets with you, man, they ain't gonna come back and put no flowers on your grave. In fact, when your time is stolen from you and you go to prison for 10, 15 years, your boy, your homie, he gonna be the first one after your girl. You know that nigga ain't never coming back no more, baby. Come on to a real man. I've been liking you all the time. He ain't gonna put nothing on your book. You are just gonna be a lonely, miserable, locked up individual. This guy want to know, do I have an audience other than Facebook? Brother, you must don't know who I am. I'm on TV. This ain't just Facebook, brother. I got 350,000 households watching me. Don't sound down for the streets. Be down for yourself. Be down for yourself. Vivian, I hope you get your son in front of the TV. And how old is your son? Young man, the streets don't love you. There's two places that the streets will send you. Cemetery or the penitentiary. The cemetery or the penitentiary. The cemetery, you locked in a box under some dirt. In a cell, and the sound of a cell closing is a demonic tone. You can shake the bars, they ain't gonna move. You can think you Superman in the streets, but when you get behind the bars, you can't bend still with your bare hands. She says, no, sir, he is in prison age 17, serving a 45-year sentence because he thought the streets loved him and we were too strict as parents. Damn. And we'll see what your son don't realize is you serving time with him. Because you love your son, no matter what it was that he did. You love your son, so you're in jail with him. Vivian, you're incarcerated with him. Your mind is constantly on your son. And when everybody else stops thinking about him, you in the cell with your son. He's in there for the rest of his life. And we can't turn back. I don't care how Tyrone Davis sang it. We can't turn back the hands of time. And one mistake can mess you up. One mistake of thinking you tough can change your life forever. You either kill somebody or they killed you. Just one mistake, brother. You ain't really tough, but you get 5 pounds of steel in your hands. And it inflates your balls. Where you dare not use these. You disrespect me, man. I can't go down for no disrespect. So you pull out the gun. And you take somebody's life because that's the rule of the streets. They forgot to tell you the other rule. You're going to get caught. You're going to get caught. Man, the streets don't love you. I guess I'll do like Sunday morning. There are these little notes. They're going out the window. The streets don't love you. Vivian goes on to say, raised from a family trying to show him, teach him the way of Christ. So what you're teaching is real life testimony. Take Damian Jones off. In fact, I'll do it myself. Brother, I made a lot of mistakes. What's wrong?
You got 9 commercials.
I got 9 commercials. I got 35 minutes. We'll break them up. 4, 4, and 1. A change has got to come. Change has got to come. Those that want to join me, join me. I'm not looking for fame. I already got it. But God has blessed me with a platform. And I got to use it. I got to use it. Thugs together honoring and uplifting God. Nathan, if you haven't been here for this show, don't start asking that question, brother. We must save. What did Vivian say about the church? I missed it. I was talking. Let me go back up. Everybody telling me to go see her last comment. Where's it? Oh. Church he was raised in, from a newborn baby, do not even ask about him. Angel Adams, she despises me, and you don't even know me, baby. Why do you despise me? You've heard some things about me. They may be true, but why do you despise me? What have I done to you? I've got two folk that I've dealt with through the criminal justice system in the last week. Two. A young man and a young woman. The young man was able to get out of jail because I'm his pastor, because my presence was in the courtroom. And I made sure that a white attorney that's a friend of mine, still a public defender, I shouldn't say offender, went. And nothing but a God allowed him to walk out of jail yesterday. One of my female members had an issue. Her bond was initially $12,000, but because I'm her pastor, the bond was reduced from 12 to 8. So those are the type of things, my brother, I do. See, while y'all sit back talking, is Angel Allen saying I'm ignorant? Well, Angel, why am I ignorant? Why am I ignorant? Tell me. Put it on the board why you think I'm ignorant. Am I ignorant because I'm telling city women how they need to live, how they need to dress, how they need to address life? Yes, you need to forget about your particular situation. God is, hey, I believe somebody watching the shows, even somebody on Facebook, know of the goodness of God. And if all you're doing at your church, brother preacher, is hooping and hollering on a Sunday, that's all you got. That's all you got is a hoop and a holler, a run and a jump. That's all you got. You hoop it. I can hoop with the best of them. But who can go deliver our young men? I can hold my ear, take you through all of the Sunday morning theatrics that ain't spiritual. And you go back home just the same. So y'all hate me if you want to. That's all right. I've been hated a long time in this business. But I'm going to stand on what I believe. And can't nobody shake me from what I believe in. And that's the real naked truth. Know the truth, and the truth shall make you free. Let me take a commercial break, and we'll be back. What Kenny Wilkes talking about? Ooh. Angel, I'm gonna solve your problem, baby. I'm gonna solve your problem. Since you don't like me, you ain't got no need to be here. You gone. I need to see some of y'all Sunday. Don't just come here and say it. He went in at 17, he's 22. Thank you, Vivian. And we will. You're probably right, Iris. I'm not going to have to ask the dope guys to rebuild the community. That's what you pay taxes for. I'm going to ask the dope guys to rebuild themselves, not the community. I'm in Memphis, Robin Armstrong. Vivian, are you in Memphis? I ain't decided what I'm doing yet for Thanksgiving. I got so much on my plate. Is Vivian in Memphis, Dale?
She hadn't answered.
No, when you said build your own community, go get you some businesses. That's what you need, start your own businesses. Ford Stewart, where's Ford Stewart? Vivian Stewart. But you can tune me in, Vivian, on Sunday mornings at 10 o'clock on this page. The program comes live here. Robert Armstrong comes Sunday morning. 3835 Raleigh Millerton Road. Put the address up. She put it's about to pop up in just a second. I am an old freak that's going to take you off the page because I ain't doing no freaking tonight. Bye. How many of you running?
Let's see, you have 4 more after this one. If we do
All right, I'll come back and run double, then bring it to me, and then we'll come back.
okay, you only have 3 more after this.
3?
Yeah.
Okay.
This is 17 seconds. 10 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2.
And thank you so very much for being here on the Thaddeus Matthews Show. Don't forget, Scat Cat is going to be on my show on tomorrow. Okay, and it's going to be a hell of a show. Hell of a show on tomorrow night. You know, we talk about white folk and what white folk do, and you don't understand it. And as I was sharing with Scat today, when you talk about we're going to have a race war, you can't win it. You don't even have a strategy. Plus, you don't make no bullets, you don't make no guns, you don't make no slingshots. Hell, you don't even make the rubber band that go on the slingshot. So what happens in a war? What's the first thing you soldiers? They go out of the line of communication. I'm the only communication that's free to say what I want to say that you get on TV. Probably almost anywhere. And it's a shame I can't even get black businesses to support the show. Or you want something free. And everybody knows that everybody watches me. Everybody's mama and their grandmama do. Because everybody take pictures. Let me take this picture from my grandmama. She does. You know you want that picture with me yourself. But I can't even get you to support the show. You don't want to pay for advertising. And you know, I hit 350,000 households every night. I hit thousands more on Facebook. Lisa Hines, are you here in Memphis? You said you own your own business? Then you need to get some advertising. You need to call me tomorrow and advertise on this show. This show costs $6,000 a month. $6,000. That's what it's like. $6,000 a month. And I don't get any real support. See, the people that you see advertising, long-term advertisers, and they're long-term advertisers because they get results on my show. Just like that boy with Papa Bear skins, best skins in town. I wish you had a product I could market down here from Columbus, Ohio. Shop and save, $14.99 South 3rd, where I left the skins. I'm in my truck today. I've been driving the church van the last week. $5 a bag. Black man started skins, and he's making money now. He's been able to basically leave his job because of the advertising that he's got. And I want y'all to continue to go to Shop and Save. Go to Shop and Save, you know, because they're one of my advertisers. He was my first advertiser 5 years ago when I came on the air. He advertised with me when I was on radio. Papa Bear Skins, Shop and Save, $14.99 South 3rd. Go and get yourself some skins. You support pastors that ain't doing a damn thing. but shouting. You want to get emotional. Sometimes you don't need to be shouting. You need to be shocked into the realities of what's going on. But I can't get you black business owners to advertise. You guys have your shows. You're going to take all your money to the white man. You pay 3 times more than what you got to pay me, but you don't want to see me as a black man be successful. And I'm the only voice you got that they can't buy and they can't shut up. I ain't scared of white folk, and I ain't scared of you ain't scared of niggas either. But you won't advertise. I make deals because it's my show. The average advertising, the visual commercial is about $2,000 a month. You go to 3, 5, 13, 24 and all them. What you getting from me? You pay $6,000, $7,000, $8,000, $9,000 a month for that. I remember politician Harold Collins. Running for the mayor of the city of Memphis. Paid instead of paying me, wouldn't buy advertising on my show. But you pay $7,500 for one commercial on Empire. But you wanted black folks to vote for you? Wouldn't vote for your ass to be the dog catcher. Black businesses that I see advertising on other television stations. You are going to give me $1,500 a month. If I was to offer you right now $1,500 to the end of the year, you still won't do it. Because we don't love us. But I'm the free voice that you get. You act like you hate me, but then when your boy gets locked up, some lady called me the other day, won't tell me, I need you to expose something. My son in jail, he didn't do it. Well, baby, you want to pay me to sit down and talk to me. You ain't no member of my church. You don't contribute to the ministry. You got to pay me. Had one lady last week pull up on the church ground, gonna call me. I don't see your car. It ain't parked on the front, it's parked in the back. What you want? I want to talk to you about my issue. Somebody told me I need to talk to you. Did they tell you you need to bring me some money? And y'all get upset. Y'all pay the white folk. Y'all pay the bondsman. You'll pay the lawyer. But you don't want, and I ain't no lawyer, but you want my expertise. You want me to use my influence. You want me to use my show that I pay $6,000 a month for to talk about your issue that ain't my issue. It ain't even the community's issue. It's your issue, and you don't think you're supposed to bring me no money. Don't call me. I don't get black businesses. Y'all sitting around here Mr. P's, all these little clubs. You don't want to advertise with the black man. Okay? You club owners. One club owner, you stop advertising with me. But then I found out one of the reasons you couldn't pay me was because you owed a Clear Channel nearly $8,000. Mug shots. They just happened to let the paper, they were talking to me, just happened to let the paper fall and let me read it. But y'all take the white man your money. But then you want to talk about me. Thaddeus ain't doing it, but you know I got the audience. See, we mistreat each other. I had a musician hired last week. What's that boy's name? Chris Ambrose. You heard me talking about him all on the air last week. I agreed to pay him $250 for an hour and a half, the most 2 hours. Ain't got no choir, ain't got no choir rehearsal, you're just gonna play, and I'm basically the one doing the singing. Agreed to it. Friday night, I ain't gonna be able to do it. See, a man's word, a black man's word ain't worth nothing no more. Then you see me somebody that came ready to play, to bag you up. Now maybe Chris Ambrose got mad because me and him both used to screw Tawana Murphy. Maybe that's the reason Chris Ambrose decided after he said he was ready to play for me. We both screwed Tawana Murphy. He was just, Tawana said he the daddy of her baby. I don't know, maybe he just didn't want to be in the same house with me. He didn't want me to be his employer. I don't know. But it's all right. Because we're going to do what we got to do at Naked Truth Liberation and Empowerment Ministries. That's the reason we're having the Thug Revival. Thug Revival. It's all about coming to Christ. These young thugs need to come to Christ. The old thugs need to come to Christ. Everybody needs to come to Christ. The thugs and the thugettes. But when you get up off your knees and when you accept Christ, not only do we want to save your soul, as they say in the church, your life needs to be saved, brother. And that's all I want to do. That night ain't gonna be no offering. It ain't about no money, man. It's about saving you from destruction. 4,000 black churches in Memphis and Shelby County. Them Negroes talk about me, but you don't do what I do. You got all these mega churches. A.R. Williams, what the hell are you doing, brother? Not a damn thing. Mega churches, y'all go and you'll support these guys that ain't doing nothing, but I can't get none of your support. I can't get your advertising. You won't send in nothing to help to me, and I don't get paid. I got a 45,000 square foot building. I don't make no money off of it. Come to the Thug Revival. In fact, we have Thug Sunday this Sunday. Come as you are. You ain't got to be dressed up. Hell, I might even dress down Sunday morning. I just ain't got no dress down clothes. Maybe I'll have to go to M&K between now and then and give me some dress down clothes. But it's time out. Okay? It's time out for what is happening in the black church. Y'all go to these Negro preachers and all these niggas with these names and these titles. You're a bishop with one church. And you women apostles. How y'all get to be an apostle? Okay. How y'all get to be an apostle? How you get to be a leader? Muzzle not the ox that treadeth the corn. An ox got nuts. It got balls. It got testicles. I love a woman, but you can't sit in my pulpit. Because you have an oil. In the last days, I'll pour out my spirit on all flesh. Your sons and your daughters shall prophesy. That's the one you mean. Prophesying and preaching is two different things. You can minister. We're all ministers. You ain't got no deacons. Ain't gonna have them. Here, I can't even get a Negro to come and pick up trash off the ground. You won't carry the garbage out. The hell I look like with a damn deacon. I don't need no Negro deacon, and you ain't giving to. I don't play church. I don't play the church games. I'm not traditional. I don't care what you think about. Lavelle Salsa Church is focused on business, not ministry. You can have a church and never do any ministry. No, you can't have a church and don't do ministry. And a church is business, brother. Get that out your mind, Lavelle. Church is business. I got a Memphis Light Gas and Water bill. I got cable bill. I got mortgage on the building. That's business. Okay? It takes money to run a ministry. Then you want folks to come and bury your dead. You ain't gave nothing. So my outreach is various. But we're going to hit the streets, saving the lives of our young men. The belt drive. Let me. Yeah. Cheryl say anything else negative, take off. I need the belts. Y'all can bring them by, put them in a box. Put them at the front door. Ain't nobody gonna bother nothing there. Cameras on, security's on. We want to have a belt drive. Well, some of them ain't gonna wear the belt, but for the ones that will, you can't catch all the fish in the sea. You got to go fishing more than once. But I'm going down into the trenches. I'm going to the trenches. I'm going to where the young men are. That's the reason we're going to have a Thug revival. That's the reason I'm calling it Thug Sunday this Sunday morning. It seems awkwardly absurd. Well, if you don't like what I'm saying, Cheryl Bonner, you in the wrong place, baby. Leave. Until the church and these so-called preachers with all these fancy-ass names, until you establish that your ministry is not behind the pulpit just on Sunday morning, but some folk in the street are hurting. That's the reason your mission, what you were told to do, was go into the hedges and highways. Go where the thugs are. Go where the thugettes are. Go where the dope fiends are. Go where the crackheads are. And compel them. How do you compel them? You show them love first. You don't beat them up over their head. You show them love. So that's what it's about. Tomorrow night, Scat Cat is going to be in the house on tomorrow. Don't forget about Goldsmith Security Company. You need a gun, you need to learn properly how to use the weapon. Get yourself a handgun carry permit. Okay? CJ Stally by. Call him 634 Sean Goldsmith, one of my security guys. 634-8384. Call in on tomorrow. And don't forget about Papa Bear Skins. And, what else you don't want? Let me give you something real quick. 1 minute. I can do it in 1 minute. I used to do this for a living. I think I can do it in 1 minute. Okay. Well, my minute's aside. Need insurance? Call or text 901-649-4738. 649-4738 for a guaranteed next day in-home free quote from a licensed field underwriter. Heritage Funeral Advantage gives your loved one peace of mind knowing they have an experienced partner to ease the burden of planning and paying for their final experience. Funeral cash benefit plans up to $30,000 up to age 85. No medical exam is required to apply. Claims are paid within 24 hours upon claim approval. Most people qualify even with health issues. Heritage Life Insurance Company has been serving life insurance needs of mature people and their families since 1963. Area code 901-649-4738. If you want to advertise on the Thaddeus Matthews Show, whether it's a read commercial or one of these visual commercials, then call me tomorrow or call me late tonight, 901-949-3000, 949-3000. Well, it's been a plum pleasing pleasure. Elder Stephen Smith, who did a magnificent job Sunday with the devotion over the Naked Truth for our program. He's coming up next. You want to hear a word? You want to get a word? You stay tuned. Ladies and gentlemen, me and Scat Cat on the same set tomorrow night. Until then, top of the evening to you.
I was impressed by Jones, man.
Huh?
You know, I was impressed by Jones. I looked at the men that he had.
Yes.
Men.
Yes.
You know, you see so many of the
Good night, y'all.